Unfortunately, um, you'll never know the truth if you listen to your politicians, listen to your news media, listen to your teachers. You have to learn the truth from other sources. You have to be inquisitive. Thank God he gave me an inquisitive mind. Not to say that my inquisitive mind enabled me to know everything that I know today. But the truth of the matter is, the things that I know and the things that I truly believe today didn't come to me by my great mind. Humans will have you believe that, it was their great minds that led them to some of the most fantastic discussions that they know. The truth of the matter is, and you may not want to hear this, knowledge doesn't come from your own mind. True knowledge comes from God. And if you don't believe that, well, I'm sorry. But I said true knowledge. You as a human being have been given a fantastic mind from which you can learn a lot of things. It's amazing what we can learn, what we can see, what we can do with our minds. And I'm not shortchanging that. But I am saying truth, real truth, only comes from God. And for me, in my life, I could say that with no uncertainty. I've been through a lot of things. I'm 62 years old, and I've been through a lot of things in my life. But one thing that I've learned through my life's experiences, there is a divine power. And that divine power is real, and he works in the hearts and in the minds of human beings. And he's revealed himself through his son, Jesus Christ. Without a doubt, that is the truth. There is no other name by which we can know God the Father. And uh, and through my life's experiences, I can say that without a doubt. A lot of things that happen, I'm not going to go into things right now. I only have a few minutes to talk, but I will be bringing a lot of things in my life about my life and into the future. But for now, I just want to say we are living in times that are amazing. And what we're living through now, this virus that is nothing more than really the common cold, or actually the common flu. And there's a lot of doctors out there saying that now, but there's a lot more that's going on behind the scenes. And, you have to look these things up online. Thank God for the internet. I mean, the internet has enabled us to truly search for much knowledge that, you know, growing up, I would have never known these things, because when I was growing up, all I had was a telephone that you spun around, that type of phone. There's no computers, no cell phones, no nothing. But even though I'm 62, I appreciate technology. I think technology is great. I think it has its place, and I think it's very profitable to learn about it and to use it properly. I mean, I'm not against technology at all. As a matter of fact, I would love to see high-speed trains in the United States and so many other things. And we may see that in the future. I think we may be heading, after this fiasco, I think we might be heading towards times of more technology. But for me, and what I came on here, basically to say, there are things going on, and you can learn about them. You can find out about them. You have to search. You have to search. You have to search for truth. And the one source of real truth that I recommend, of course, for people to search is the Holy Bible. I know that might offend people, but I'm not here to offend people. But I'm here to tell you that there's a lot more written in those scriptures than most people will admit. I've heard some people say that it's a coded book, that it's, you know, it really defines, it defines nature. It's nature encoded into the pages of the Bible. And the truth of the matter is, yeah, there's a lot associated with nature in the Bible. I mean, God started. If you look and see in the Old Testament, when God took the Israelites out of Egypt, it was in the spring. It was in the spring when life begins, new beginning. When Jesus Christ died and was resurrected, it was in the spring when life is beginning. So, in the new beginning. So you could say the Old Testament, Paul said that those things in the Old Testament were written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the ages has come. And I agree with that. I believe that. So that analogy. So you can learn a lot through the Bible. And I would tell you that's one great source of information. But the internet, you can learn a lot of other things too, which are important to see and to learn about the events that are taking place today. As a matter of fact, these events back up the pages of the Bible. So the two together work together. So that's for now, for today, that I want to say. But I'll be saying a lot more as time goes on. I plan to do regular streaming, and hopefully, if you know people who have heard this little clip, maybe you can take them on and to come onto my page here, and in the future there'll be a lot of more information that I'll be giving. Who am I? Am I some great person, an expert? No. Any man, any human who thinks they're an expert and they know everything, they don't know anything. So I wouldn't, if they've got 10 letters after their names, I wouldn't listen to them, okay? Because they don't know anything. They're, like God says, they're fools. And I'm not saying, knowledge isn't good. You have to know, you have to learn things. You have to know how the world works. And that's right. God gave us a mind and like an enthusiasm to search nature. There's nothing wrong. Believe me, I'm not against nature, but you have to base that nature based on the scriptures. The two work together, and that's the only way you're going to determine what is true and what is not true about the world around us. So my 10 minutes are just about done here now. But I just want to say thank you for listening to my little conversation. And I look forward to talking in the future. And hopefully you'll learn something. Hopefully I'll learn something from you. If anybody leaves messages, I might learn some things from you. But until the next session, I just want to say thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll come back on and listen again. Thanks.